Have you ever stared at your electricity bill and just felt completely lost? You see all these letters, kW, kWh, kVA, and it feels like you're trying to crack some kind of code. Well, today, we're going to crack it together. And I promise, by the end of this, you'll get exactly what you're paying for and, more importantly, how to know if you've got the right plan for your place. All right, let's kick things off with a situation that I'm pretty sure we've all been through. That sudden, frustrating moment when everything just stops. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You're in the zone, getting stuff done, the oven's on, you've got a load of laundry going, the dishwasher's humming along, and then, click. Total silence. The power's gone. It's so annoying. But what is actually going on there? Well, here's the first big surprise. When that breaker trips, it's not a sign that something's broken. It's actually the complete opposite. It means your home's electrical system is working perfectly. It's basically a built-in bodyguard, protecting your house from trying to pull in way too much power all at once. It's a safety feature doing its job. Okay, so to really get our heads around what an overload means, we're going to use a super simple analogy that makes all this stuff click. Let's start thinking about your electricity like it's water flowing through a pipe. Seriously, just picture it. All the power coming into your house, into your outlets, into your appliances, it's all flowing through one main pipe. This one simple idea is going to help us define all those confusing terms on your bill. First up, we've got the kilowatt, or kW. This is all about power. In our water analogy, the kilowatt is the flow rate. It's how fast the water is gushing out of the tap at any given second. So when you turn on something big like your oven, you're essentially cranking that tap wide open, demanding a really high flow of electricity right now. So if kilowatts is the flow, what's a kilowatt-hour, or kWh? That's the energy. In our analogy, kWh isn't the flow, it's the total amount of water you've used over time. It's the water that has actually collected in the bucket after you've left the tap running for a while. And here is the crucial part, the bit that hits your wallet. Your power company doesn't bill you for how fast the electricity is flowing. They bill you for the total amount you've used all month long. You pay for the volume of water in the bucket, the kilowatt-hour, not the speed of the flow from the tap. Okay, so we have the flow rate, which is power in kilowatts, and we have the total volume used, which is energy in kilowatt-hours. So where does this third term, the kVA, fit into our whole water pipe system? The kVA, or kilovolt-ampere. This is maybe the most important piece of the puzzle. The kVA is the diameter of your main pipe. It's the bottleneck. It sets the absolute maximum amount of flow your home can handle at any single moment. This is what you're actually subscribing to in your power contract. And this just breaks it down perfectly. Think about it like this. Kilowatt is the power your devices are actually using at any moment. It's the real-time demand. But kVA, that's the maximum power your home is allowed to get from the grid. It's the supply limit set by your contract. Demand versus your maximum supply. Now, you might be thinking, oh great, complex math is coming. But for pretty much all of us at home, it's incredibly simple. Because our appliances are so efficient these days, you can just use a simple rule of thumb. 1 kVA is pretty much the same as 1 kilowatt. So if you have a 6 kVA subscription, it just means you can draw a maximum of 6 kilowatts, or 6,000 watts, of power at the same time. And that 6 kVA number, it's a big deal. For instance, if you look at a country like France, a whopping 70% of households are on a 6 kVA subscription. It's become the default for a typical family, giving them a power budget of 6,000 watts to play with at any given moment. Okay, so with all that theory under our belts, we get to the really practical question. How do you figure out if your pipe is the right size for your life, for your appliances, and for your habits? And this is where it all comes together. I mean, just look at these numbers. An electric oven can pull 3,000 watts. A clothes dryer, another 3,000. If you have both of those running at the same time, you're already at 6,000 watts. That's the entire budget for that standard 6 kVA plan. That's why your breaker trips. So you can do this little audit yourself. It's super easy. Step 1, just list out the big power-hungry things you might realistically have running at the same time. Step 2, add up their wattage. And Step 3, compare that number to your kVA subscription. If your total is constantly pushing past your limit, well, then you know what the problem is. And you know, getting this wrong cuts both ways. If your kVA plan is too low, you're going to live with those annoying power outages all the time. But, and this is a big but, if your plan is too high, you're literally just throwing money away every month, paying a bigger subscription fee for a giant pipe that you never even come close to filling up. Which brings us right to the main takeaway of all this. Managing your electricity bill isn't just about how much total energy you use over a month. It's really about managing your peak demand, how much you're using at the busiest moment. It's all about learning to stagger those big appliances so you never ask for more flow than your pipe can actually handle. So I'll leave you with this final thought. We all know our phone's data limit, right? We know exactly how many gigabytes we have. But how many of us actually know our home's power limit in kVA? After today, maybe it's time you grab your latest bill, find that number, and finally take control of your